everybody, it's Dave with davidspatchets.com, and today I'm going to be doing a review of the Frost River Isle Royale Bushcraft Jr pack, so stick around. So I've been getting a lot of questions about this pack, both from friends and from some of you guys on YouTube here. And so what I thought I would do is do a review and an overview of the pack, give you an idea of what it's all about, and then go through and show you how I pack it for a week-long trip. I've used this thing for up to 6 days in the wilderness, and it packs okay for that. One of the things you'll notice right away, it's made of a waxed canvas, so it's cotton impregnated with sort of a wax, gives it sort of a waterproof sealant, protectant, that sort of thing. It is a classy looking pack. That is one thing that I really like about it. Plus, it is the stitching is all handmade. It's all made in America. It's made in Duluth, Minnesota. Quality materials, quality craftsmanship go into this pack. Another thing you should notice about the pack is that a lot of the hardware is made of a combination of brass fittings and leather. Really high quality leather. There are brass grommets on the bottom of these pockets here to offer drainage. On the side, it cinches up with paracord that's threaded through these brass D-rings, as well as another leather strap that will compress from the top. On the top here, you have a canvas strap that you can pick it up with. There are also these D-rings along the top strap as well, for strapping more things onto the top. The shoulder straps are held in place by these leather and brass grommets. Really top-notch stuff, high quality stuff. In terms of the straps, again, you have leather straps. On the underside is a padded buckskin. Very, very comfortable. Sternum strap, again, with brass buckle, all leather strap, and a brass clip here, and clips on here. On the bottom, you have 4 sets of these straps, and these are 1-inch wide leather straps. They're sewn in real tight. Everything on this pack, the stitching, everything on this pack is just really super high quality, handcrafted, handmade. And what I've done with this before is I've put some webbing material in here to go around a bedroll that went on the bottom. But I did find a way to pack it without using that. That's if you need more space in the pack. You could put your bedroll on the bottom here, and then that offers more space inside. On the outside here, you're going to notice a few things. First of all, it has a really cool axe sleeve. That's my Gransfors Brooks small forest axe that fits in there very nicely. That's pretty much what it was made for. There's 2 of these pockets, and the pockets again are, just top-notch stuff, leather, hand-stitched, brass buckles. Behind the pockets, you also have a secondary pocket. That's not a through pocket. That actually just goes down, and it stopped right there. But it is, not only do you have the pocket here, but you also have a pocket behind the pocket. So you've got 2 of those on the front. On the side, you do have a pocket that's sort of on the side. It has a grommet to let water drain through in case you get into a scenario where you have that much water coming in your pack. Again, it is laced up with paracord. It comes with this paracord as well as, this little button cincher, I guess. To cinch it, you just sort of pull and then push the button up. To cinch the flap down on top of the pack, you have these 2 leather straps here, again held in really good quality grommets or brass pins or whatever you want to call them. Just undoes it like this on both sides, and then the flap comes up. On the underside of the flap, you do have a compartment like a map pocket, and I use it to put my maps, and I also put a thermal blanket in there. Inside also, you're going to notice it has these 2 flaps with a couple grommets on there. And so what you can do is you can actually cinch these together if you wanted with some paracord, if you needed to tie those down, or just lay them in there like I've done there. So what this pack is great for. This pack is great for, I would say, comfortably 5-day trips. Okay, I've used this as much as 6 days, but anything after 5 days, it starts to get really, really heavy. It does not have a waist strap. Its older brother, the Isle Royale Bushcraft, or the senior pack, does have a waist strap and a little bit more volume inside the pack. So I love this pack, especially for 3-4 day trips. 5-day trips I've done it, 6 day trips I've done it. Anything more than that, you're really pushing it. And even at 6 days, it's really difficult to fit everything you would really need in here when it comes to food. It's not an ultralight pack. This is a pack that, you know, is just for people that are, you know, bushcrafters. They want something that's got a classic look, feel to it, that's bomb-proof, that's really high quality, and that is made in America. This is not a frame pack. It's all soft waxed cotton, which means that you have to pack this thing a little different than standard backpacking packs, okay? There is no rigidity in the back. So when you pack this, one of the things that you have to sort of readjust to, if you're used to a frame pack, is you have to readjust your thinking a little bit in terms of how to pack one of these soft packs in order to give your back support. And when I would hike with it in the daytime, one thing I did notice is that my back got really sweaty on the back side, okay? And even though it's waterproof, it's not sweat proof. It is a breathable fabric. And even though it's waxed canvas, one thing that is really neat about this pack is it still is very breathable. Okay, some people kind of have an argument that says, well, nylon is more breathable than waxed canvas, and it may or may not be. This material is very breathable. Now, because it's against your back, the sweat, the condensation, and the moisture sort of radiating off your body can build up in the cotton. And although that's not a terrible thing, if you're scared of sweat, or you don't like the feeling of a cold back when you take that off, that might make you think twice about getting something that's waxed canvas. On the other hand, I don't mind it. It's actually really nice when you take the pack off. You get a little bit of breeze in, and the sweat really cools you off. So it's actually a really good thing. Overall review of this pack. This is an amazing pack. Very high quality materials, high quality craftsmanship, worth every penny. I think it's one of those packs that you are going to be able to hand down to your grandkids. Really, I mean, it is just a really super durable pack. Now, why did I go with this one over, say, the Duluth pack Bushcraft? One was the cost. This pack's about $100 less than the Duluth pack, and I think I paid $280 for this on Frost River's website. The other thing is, on the Bushcraft pack from Duluth, you don't get these side pockets here, okay? And I've found those to be super handy. One of the things that I've done, I did when I was in Pennsylvania with some students, is I was actually able to tuck a bow drill set in the side here and then keep that outside in the open air, so it wasn't collecting moisture or anything like that, and that sort of just kept it safe and tucked right in there. The Bushcraft pack from, I think it's the Pathfinder pack from Duluth, doesn't have that feature. Again, the Duluth one I'm sure is phenomenal quality as well. I'm not putting it down by any means, to each his own. This is just why I went with this pack. The other reason why I didn't go for it, so first of all, the price. Second of all, the side pockets were a selling point. Thirdly, the side lashings on the Pathfinder pack from the Duluth pack company were a nylon synthetic material, which, you know, I know this is not a big deal, but it had sort of the nylon cinch straps on the sides. Again, those are really high quality straps and everything, but it kind of took away from the classic look of the waxed canvas. You've got all this waxed canvas and leather, and then you've got something that's 21st century, you know, nylon. And so, I mean, that's not a big deal to a lot of people, and it probably shouldn't be, but again, I like the look of the paracord and the brass D-rings. I'm sure this one's a little bit heavier though as a result. Okay, so that's the overall sort of general overview of the pack, my review of the pack. Great pack. What I want to do now is sort of take you through and show you how I pack it and what all you can actually fit in this pack, because I think you'll be surprised for how big this pack is, what all you can fit in it. So I guess in order to get started, what I want to do is take out my map and my reflective blanket, because I'll set everything on my reflective blanket here. Alright, so first of all, here's my Gransford Brooks small forest axe, some topo maps. One of the things I suggest you do, I've seen a couple people do this a little differently, but I like to line mine with a 55-gallon drum liner, simply because it's a thick plastic and it keeps the sweat from my back, or the rain for that matter, from somehow finding its way in and getting my clothes wet, or my sleeping bag wet, or my hammock wet. In the back pocket here, I keep my waterproof Bible. Then I open this compartment up. Stanley cook pot, an Alpine cup, a rain jacket. This Stanley cup actually nests inside the Alpine cup, and both of those you can get at Walmart for a relatively good price. Inside my cook pot, I have Vaseline soaked cotton balls. I have a cotton bandana. I have a lighter inside one of these pill pouches, titanium spork. I carry a little little wad of steel wool so that I can clean all the stainless steel up after I'm done. Obviously the lid. And I've got my little dollar alcohol stove. I showed you how to make that in another video. And a windscreen. In this pocket, there's a 1 liter Nalgene bottle. And I also carry a flask of heat. That is heat. That goes with the alcohol stove there in order to fuel it up. I like using the stainless steel because the regular heat bottles, I found when you compress them, they don't really hold the alcohol in as well as they should. So that's why I bought that flask. Now on to the main compartment. First aid kit, ditty sack, and in this ditty sack is a combination of things. First of all, headlamp. This is a towel and soap. Hygiene products. I've got toilet paper, some bio wipes, toothbrush, toothpaste, hand sanitizer, a little thing of bug spray in case I need that. There's a field sharpener, sort of a diamond rod if I want to sharpen my tools in the field. Got some water treatment. Here's my food bag. Next, and that's about 5 days worth of food for me. I plan my food out, well in advance. I know exactly how many calories I'm taking, how much protein, how much carbs, all that stuff. Bug net. Double nest hammock. Here's my my sort of ghetto wrap. This is my tarp shelter. That's tarp, stakes, ridge line, 4 guy lines, and some extra paracord in there. Here's a bag with all my clothes for a week. And one of the things I like to do in the hammock is whatever clothes I'm not wearing, I just keep them in here and then I use that as a pillow at night. My bedroll. This is USGS, the MSS, the military sleep system. This is the 30-degree green bag inside of the Gore-Tex bag. And I just picked this up at my local Army surplus store. And I also picked up these straps. And these straps actually fit perfectly on the bottom of the pack on those little leather things that I showed you earlier. 55-gallon drum liner. This actually is multi-purpose in that. Now I can use it as a ground cloth, that sort of thing. Now you can kind of see what the pack looks like when it's empty. It doesn't look like it would hold that much stuff, but really it does. And again, you can look at, this up close. It is just incredible craftsmanship. I mean, the grommets, brass grommets, the stitching is just really good quality stitching. I'll tell you what, one of the things that was really amazing to me when I took this on my last backpacking trip, and I brought this home and I was trying to clean it, I actually hung the pack from a tree and filled that main compartment up with water, and it held water. I was blown away by the fact it held water, which it was like a bucket. It was crazy. So I guess there's another purpose for it. You can use it as a bucket. Oh, a couple more things that I have in here. I always like to take one of these things. This is a net gator. I use this for all kinds of things, especially at nighttime. I use it to keep warmer with. And then I also on this side here, I've got my Mora Bushcraft black knife. That's sort of tucked in there. Normally, when I go hiking, I'll usually put that on my belt. I don't usually leave that in there. I want to be able to get to it quick if I need it. So a few scenarios that I've actually used this for. I've used this backpacking for a week in Allegheny National Forest, and using all the stuff that you see there with a little bit of extra food. I also use this on a sort of overnight bike camp thing. So I actually rode with this on my back for 18 miles. Stopped, stayed the night, and then rode back another 18 miles. It worked great for a bike pack. I've also used this as a carry-on. When I flew to Denver a few weeks ago, I was staying in Denver on business for a few days. I was able to pack everything in the pack. Worked great as a carry-on. And then one of the neat things about it that I learned, I was only gone for 4 days, but this pack was able to fit underneath the seat in front of me in the airline. Sometimes you get on a plane and you try to put your carry-on luggage in the overhead bin and everybody's got it already taken. It seems to be happening so much lately. What I thought was really cool about it was that I was able to stick that underneath the seat in front of me, and it just sort of compressed right in there. So that was kind of neat. So thank you so much for watching this sort of overview of the Isle Royale Bushcraft Jr pack. Again, you can pick those up at frostriver.com. That's where I got mine. They're not paying me to do that review or anything. I just think it's a great pack, and I just wanted to to share with you, some of my experience with it, just because I've been getting some more questions about it, that sort of thing. So, if you have any questions about the pack, feel free to leave it in the comment section below. I'll try to get to those as I'm able to. So thank you so much for watching. I really do appreciate your comments. I really appreciate your subscriptions, your likes, your support, your sharing of all this stuff, and it really does help to encourage me to get out and share some of the things that I'm learning from some of you guys, in fact. So be sure to hit that subscribe button, and be sure to head over to davidspassage.com and also David's Passage on Facebook. And otherwise, we'll see you outside. Take care.